What if I told you that a simple activity, something your ancestors did for survival, could literally rebuild your body from the inside out? No gym membership, no expensive equipment, no complicated diet plans. Just you, your shoes, and 5 kilometers every single day. But here's what nobody tells you. The changes that happen inside your body are so profound, so scientifically fascinating, that researchers are still discovering new benefits today. Your brain will physically grow. Your blood will change its composition. Your genes, yes, your actual DNA expression, will transform. And by month 6, something happens that even doctors call remarkable. Stay until the end because I'm going to reveal the one change that occurs at the 12-month mark that could literally add years to your life. Let's break this down, week by week, month by month. Your transformation starts now. In first week, the moment you take your first steps on day 1, your body receives a signal it hasn't heard in a long time. Move. Within the first 30 seconds of walking, your heart rate increases by 20-30%. Blood vessels dilate. Oxygen floods into muscles that have been dormant. But here's what's happening beneath the surface.
We need fuel now!
Your synovial fluid, the lubricant inside your joints, starts flowing. Think of it like oil in an engine that hasn't run in months. Those creaky knees, they're literally being repaired with every step. By day 3, something interesting happens in your gut. Your digestive system, which relies heavily on movement, begins working more efficiently. That bloating you've been experiencing, it starts to reduce. But it's day 7 where things get really interesting. Your mitochondria, the power plants inside your cells, begin multiplying. Scientists call this mitochondrial biogenesis. Your body is literally creating new energy factories. You might feel tired. Your legs might ache. But trust me, your body is just getting started. And what happens in week 2? That's when your brain enters the chat.
Month 1, the chemical revolution.
Here's where the magic truly begins. After 30 days of walking 5 kilometers daily, you've covered approximately 150 kilometers. That's like walking from one city to another. But distance isn't the story here. Chemistry is. Your brain has started producing significantly higher levels of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Scientists call this miracle grow for the brain. New neural connections are forming. Your memory is sharpening. That mental fog? Lifting. A Harvard study found that just 30 days of consistent walking reduced symptoms of depression by up to 26%. Not medication. Walking. But here's the cliffhanger. Your body has been keeping a secret from you. Deep inside your fat cells, something called lipoprotein lipase has been activated. This enzyme is essentially unlocking stored fat and converting it into usable energy. You might have lost 1-2 kilograms already. But that number is misleading. Because while fat is leaving, something else is being built. Muscle fibers in your legs are thickening. Your calves, quadriceps, and glutes are being sculpted with every single step. And your heart? It's about to undergo a transformation that cardiologists dream about. Month 3, the cardiovascular revolution. 3 months, 450 kilometers. Your body is now a different machine. Let me tell you what's happened to your heart, because this is where it gets incredible. Your resting heart rate has dropped by 5-10 beats per minute. This might sound small, but do the math. That's 7,200 fewer heartbeats per day. Over a year, 2.6 million fewer beats. Your heart is working less, but achieving more. Blood pressure has typically dropped by 5-8 points. For some people, this is the difference between medication and no medication. But here's the part that gave me chills when I researched it. Your blood vessels are literally becoming more flexible. The endothelial cells lining your arteries are producing more nitric oxide, a molecule that keeps vessels elastic and prevents deadly plaque buildup. you're essentially reversing arterial aging. And something else is happening in your blood that scientists recently discovered. Your inflammatory markers, specifically C-reactive protein, have dropped significantly. Chronic inflammation is linked to virtually every major disease: cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease, diabetes. Walking is turning off the inflammation switch.
But wait!
We haven't even talked about your hormones yet. And month 6? That's when something extraordinary happens to your immune system. Something that could change how you experience sickness forever. Month 6, the immune awakening. 6 months, 900 kilometers, half a year of daily commitment. Your immune system has undergone what researchers call immune surveillance enhancement. Natural killer cells, the soldiers that destroy cancer cells and viruses, have increased in both number and activity. Let me paint a picture of what you've become. A study from Appalachian State University found that people who walked regularly experienced 43% fewer sick days than sedentary individuals. But that's not the remarkable change I mentioned at the beginning. Your telomeres, the protective caps on the end of your chromosomes, are being preserved. Telomeres naturally shorten as you age. When they get too short, cells die. Walking has been proven to slow telomere shortening. You're literally aging slower at the cellular level. But we're only at month 6. Your body has more secrets to reveal. Because in the next 3 months, something happens to your brain that neuroscientists once thought was impossible after adulthood. Month 9, the brain rebirth. 9 months of walking has covered over 1,350 kilometers. But the most remarkable journey has been happening inside your skull. Your hippocampus, the memory center of your brain, has physically grown. For decades, scientists believed the adult brain couldn't generate new neurons. They were wrong. A groundbreaking study from the University of Pittsburgh found that regular walkers experienced a 2% increase in hippocampal volume. This is the equivalent of reversing age-related brain shrinkage by 1-2 years. Your brain is literally getting bigger. But there's more. Cortisol, your stress hormone, has decreased significantly. Anxiety symptoms have reduced. Sleep quality has dramatically improved. You're falling asleep faster and staying in deep restorative sleep longer. Remember how tired you felt in week 1? Now you have more energy at the end of the day than when you started. This seems counterintuitive, but it's biological truth. The more you move, the more energy your body creates. Month 12, the ultimate transformation. 1 year, 365 days, 1,825 kilometers. You've done it. But what has it done to you? Let's compile the evidence. Your heart is now 20-30% more efficient than when you started. Resting heart rate has dropped. Blood pressure is regulated. Arterial flexibility has improved. You've likely lost 5-10 kilograms of fat while gaining lean muscle. Your metabolism runs faster, even when you're sitting still. Your brain has grown new neurons. Memory is sharper. Mood is elevated. Anxiety is managed. Your immune system fights harder. Inflammation is lower. Cellular aging has slowed. Combining data from over 50,000 participants found that walking just 25 minutes a day, which is roughly 5 kilometers, reduced the risk of early death by 25%. 25%. 1 in 4 people who would have died didn't. Because they walked. But perhaps the most profound change isn't physical at all. It's psychological. 365 days of discipline has rewired your identity. You're not just someone who walks, you're someone who finishes. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. The fountain of youth isn't a fountain at all. It's a path. And all you have to do is walk it. 5 kilometers. Every day. For 1 year. The science is undeniable. The evidence is overwhelming. Your body is waiting to transform. It's designed for this. It craves this. The only question is, will you take the first step? Because remember, every single change I described today started with one decision, one step, and then another, and then another. The journey of 1,825 kilometers begins with a single step. Your year starts whenever you decide it does. So, when will you begin? If this video inspired you, hit that subscribe button. I'm creating more science-backed transformation content that could change your life. And drop a comment, what's stopping you from starting tomorrow? I'll see you on the path.